Because I have had my own twin flame or Hieros Gamos sacred union experience, I understand the message and the life of Jesus quite differently. And that is the message in the life of Jesus that was suppressed by the official religion of Rome. They did the book burnings and the people burnings to ensure that this message would never come out. And subsequently and consequently, religion, Christianity, took over the world with the illusion and deception of the Christian version of Jesus, which I am so bold to say that most Christians and most Jesus followers are following. And it is a psychological construct that was created through exposure to the Bible, to the Christian message, which has been passed on over generations. This deception has been around for a long time, nearly 2,000 years to be exact. I want to ask you a question. For those who have a relationship with the risen Christ, has he ever pointed out to you that you are supposed to have your own internal marriage between your mind and the heart, between your divine feminine and divine masculine? Has he ever hinted at something like that? Has he told you his own story of marriage to Mary Magdalene? Has he? Chances are that no such thing exists in your experience, because no such thing exists in the Christian record. And since you have never read or heard of it, your mind could not build this into the program. And that's why when people encounter Jesus on the astral plane, they're never told anything like this. They're never told about Hieros Gamos or the marriage of the Lamb. But every Christian expects to someday be married to Jesus when they get to heaven. I can tell you that is a fallacy. That is a fallacy. Jesus Christ had his marriage at the wedding of Cana where he married his divine counterpart, Mary Magdalene, who, as some history has it, is the true leading apostle for the message of Jesus. But again, it got suppressed, buried, and destroyed, and no woman would have ever been accepted as the leading apostle of Jesus' gospel. I'm trying to make a point. You encounter an experience with Jesus as according to the groundwork that was laid in your psychological mind. That's why this story does not exist in near-death experiences. This story does not exist in meditative encounters, because the template does not exist in the mind. Now, in my case, I have experienced the inner marriage, the soul union with the spirit, my heart with my ego, in my own being. And I have never heard anything about this before. This experience was fresh. It was new. My psyche did not have a template for it. And that is why it was so devastating to my Christian faith and started my deconstruction. I was exposed to a whole new angle of truth. The marriage of my ego to my heart, and how transformative it has been. And only afterwards, as I was looking for writings and texts that would substantiate this experience, have I found out that this Hieros Gamos, or the sacred union, was actually a thing that even Jesus was initiated in and experienced. But the Christian religion has destroyed this gospel. But it is, after 2,000 years, it is back. And it is spreading through the world like wildfire. And this is the true gospel. But because the world has never heard of it, it's not readily accepted and received, because, again, there is no psychological template to accept it. It's not underwritten as verifiable. But yeah, just as Jesus took the world by storm 2,000 years ago, the return of Christ is taking the world by storm now through this divine love, the message of divine love within the kingdom of God, which is within us, each one of us.